Hi guys, what's up? It's Sejal. Welcome back to another video. This video is all about things I left behind in my 20s. Before we begin, I create a series called 1 Minute Drama, which you can find on my Instagram as well as here on YouTube Shorts. I also create original music. And of course, I have just started a newsletter. You'll find a link for it in the description below with all thoughts, all life happenings. And I post videos like this and vlogs every week here on YouTube. Let's begin, guys. So I am prepared. I made notes on my iPad. Okay, number one is being impatient. This was kind of like my number one thing. I think pre turning 30, everything needs to happen now. Everything needs to be perfect. The flip side that comes with this is that if something doesn't match that like crazy high standard, I would kind of give up on it and kind of like slow down on it and just feel like shit, ab to hua nahi, like I've failed and I don't know how to pick up on this again. If you guys relate with this type of mindset, definitely like comment below and tell me. Like music, I had certain expectations with each video should get like 1 million views on YouTube, and all of my first batch of music videos I think did really well, but because of this high standard mindset and being really impatient kind of led me to slow down and like doubt myself on that. But I am really proud. In some areas the impatience just doesn't exist. Like for example, with just this career in general, doing this career for 10 years I think is a really big achievement, and to keep at it even though there's been so many ups and downs and I've wanted to give up like all the time. Having that sense of like it's okay, not everything has to happen now, has actually helped me so much in the last 3 years to just keep going slowly and also actually achieve like dream-like goals. Like this year I was at Cannes Film Festival walking the red carpet. I tried 2 times before, didn't get it, but was like okay, maybe it'll happen another year, and it happened this year. I got to be on the Rolling Stone Future of Music list, which is like big deal, and I'm just talking about giving up on music and stuff like that. So definitely this impatience also kind of led its way into like health related things, like working out. Would have a crazy phase with working out, lose a lot of weight, and then thoda sa binge eating ho gaya ya thoda sa weight बढ़ गया, and I would just be like shit no, and I would just give up on it instead of having like a consistent balanced approach. I always like, my thing now is to kind of remember that tortoise or hare wali story. Don't be the hare, be the tortoise, because that's just it. Number 2, I think it kind of leads into the first one, trying to be successful at every attempt, aka perfectionism. There's been a shift in my mind, especially post pivoting my content, because I think the way I pivoted, I again had those high expectations, etc. And in my mind, I labeled it a failure because I was like, pivot karke to crazy numbers hone chahiye and stuff like that. But what was there was really good too. So it really drilled this into my head that there is no need to be like super successful every time. You just got to walk at your own pace, but you've got to keep walking and you've got to be grateful for everything that you're getting to do every single day. There are days when I wake up, especially if it's like before my period, I will think that everything has gone to shit. The week before I'm filming this was the week before my period, and I literally just felt like sab bakwas. I just feel so sad, I feel so anxious. But then even in that, why does even your mindset have to be a success every time? And why does like everything have to be perfect? Why does everything have to just work out? And there's also a thing, right? Like we don't let ourselves be happy till we see success in like our outer environment, but it kind of starts from the inside, right? अगर हर छोटी छोटी चीज़ में भी हमें लग रहा है हाँ ठीक है हाँ ठीक है हाँ ठीक है, and if we keep going with that, the outside will also kind of figure itself out and align to what you're thinking and how you're feeling. And this is again a work in progress, which brings me back to the point, why does even my mindset have to be perfect? It's just a work in progress. I have a new song coming out this 13th, might be out by the time you're seeing this video, so go check that out, and all my other music on all platforms and here on YouTube as well.
जब तक है हम साथ
काफी अच्छा लग रहा है लोग भाई।
रोजाना की ये बातें करते हम, जब शाम ढले बस मैं और तुम।
By the way, I did my hair differently today. I used a Dyson and I curled it towards the inside, and I'm just obsessed with my hair and makeup today. Let me know if you guys like it. Number 3, only focus on myself. you know, this constant reminder to like only focus on myself has been really, really helpful. I've also realized that that's the way to just live your life peacefully and happily and do what you love. The thing is, even if you pursue your passion, right? Like in my case, I'm doing my dream job and like having so much fun and there's so much growth. Sometimes you feel down still, and that's not the end all. Like, life is like a whole thing. You've got to have friends, family, relationships, everything has to feel peaceful and happy. And that's the point of it all. And this is something I've learned from Bharat, my fiance, because he is not in this type of field. And I've had so many debates with him about, you can only be happy if you pursue your passion. And after discussions with him, I've realized that life is like a pie made up of other things as well. Number 4, to be more in tune with my femininity. I think that I love fashion, makeup, dressing up, obviously, since I've portrayed so much of that on YouTube. But there's always been a part of me which has felt a little awkward with being like typically feminine, and just slowly and slowly inching into that version of myself, you know, being okay with being more nurturing, being a little bit more like having that like mother instinct. There's a lot of stuff that I've been reading up about feminine energy, being okay with receiving more, being okay with being the center of attention truly. Even in terms of dressing up and carrying yourself, those feminine aspects, embracing them just makes you feel free from the inside, because I am a freaking woman, so I have to embrace who I am, and it just feels more aligned, more authentic. Number 5, hate on my face and my body. I've talked about this before on my stories, that I would kind of always criticize how I have a baby face, and I did beauty pageants before, so that kind of also messed with my head in terms of like hating on my body, always trying to lose weight, and just like this baby face thing, you know, because I did modeling assignments when I was a teenager, and what I would always get told was that, oh, आपके वो sharp features नहीं है, आपकी cheekbones कहाँ हैं, आप बच्चे लगते हो, आप तो बहुत young लगते हो. Like just this type of stuff kind of got stuck in my head, and I would always try to find ways to like make myself look sexier or more, give more attitude and stuff like that. And again, like talks with Bharat, because he keeps telling me like, your face is so cute, it's the best part about you, your cheeks are so cute, and just having someone positively reflect that back to you has really helped me to see that in myself too. So if you see, like, I accentuate that cuteness in my face now. It doesn't take away my strength or being like solid in any way. It's just how the face is and how my vibe is. And I always felt that it takes away like my ability to be taken seriously. It's not true at all. Like when it comes to certain things that you want to be serious about, you be serious about, and then other times you're chill. So internalizing these type of definitions also kind of makes you look at yourself differently. And I am done hating on my face and body, and even like having a good relationship with food and working out. It's just been going since the last 2 years. I do 3 times a week workouts, maybe even twice, maybe 5 times, maybe 4. But वो चल रहा है, धीरे धीरे बस चल रहा है, and that is what has helped to just be stable and to just keep going and not think about it constantly. Okay, number 6, procrastination, but I will say to an extent. I still procrastinate quite a bit. I still end up watching a lot of shows. That is a thing I do, and this is something I'm working on, but I think I used to procrastinate so much before and didn't even realize that I was doing it. So at least now I realize it more than before. So that's something we've left behind in the 20s. Number 7, unforgiveness. मुझे तो पता भी नहीं था till like 2 years ago, if I did a meditation course, till before that you're supposed to like openly forgive people. I thought that holding on to resentment, holding on to I was right, you were wrong was a form of like strength. And I've realized that forgiving people and letting go is like the biggest strength in this world. And all of us go through fallouts with friends or with our family members or just whoever we think hurts our feelings. Letting that go is the biggest thing in the world. And also when you do that, I've realized, you realize कि भाई हम खुद कोई perfect नहीं है. Once you talk about what hurt you or you let it go, if someone is unwilling to talk to you, you actually grow a lot from that, and your relationship also gets a lot better. Number 8, explaining my point of view to people who are unwilling to listen. We kind of spend a lot of time kind of like explaining to people ki, hey, this is what I mean, this is where I'm coming from, I'm actually not what you think I am. But sometimes people just don't want to listen and they will just keep saying what they're saying. And I spent a lot of my life trying to convince people in that zone कि भाई मेरी बात सुन लो, and I've realized कि भाई कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. There's no need to prove people wrong. There's no need to make them see your potential. You just do your thing, and people who see you for what you are will see when you acknowledge them. You give them more value instead of trying to prove people, trying to make people see you who are just not able to see you right now. And this is nothing against people. Again, I think like hating on people and being like this person sucks is also an extreme in my opinion, because people are just doing what they're doing, and I'm sure we've done this to other people as well. But I'm also figuring this one out, that there's no need. And the thing is, like, if this is someone in your family, forgiving them is like the biggest thing to do, and understanding ki there's just a wavelength mismatch, and that's that. But like, I'm not going to waste my energy trying to prove anything to you. I'm just going to be out here living my best life, whether you get it or not. Number 9, caring about hate comments and views. This is something I really struggled with, because I would think of the YouTube channel and my work here on social media as like a product, and I would be like, comments, I need to go through everything and combat everything with what people are saying. If people are saying I'm not coming across relatable, then I would go overboard and try to come across relatable. If my views are low on something, I would just go in the opposite direction, try to like fix it. Like, there was a lot of fixing energy, and I've kind of really stepped back from that. Time I was at Cannes right now, all the videos did really well, but I would just post and just peace out, just like leave. And I only saw, like, I haven't seen all the comments yet too, but just some of the comments and like some of the views much later. Like, Bharat was seeing it and he was telling me ki acha kara, and I was like, bhai meko zyada mat bata, because I just want some distance from it. Like, this is like a lot of outside opinion on you, so I've seen that it affected me in ways that I would shift my personal perception and my whether I did something well or not based on what people said. And I'm kind of done doing that. There are people who leave lovely, beautiful things to say, and I actually have a folder called Reminder, where if someone sends me like a really lovely message, I put it in that folder. And that's the kind of stuff that I choose to focus on. And again, there's a balance with this. This doesn't mean that I'm like blind to making mistakes, and like if people don't like my content, that is something that, you know, people like who are close to me will tell me if I'm going wrong somewhere. But like the other extreme of like hating yourself and just completely ruining your self-esteem is just something I've left behind. Number 10, blaming myself. Again, if a situation happens, I would kind of take extra blame कि I must have done something, तभी ये fuck up हुआ है, or I must have done this, तभी ये fuck up हुआ है. And I'm kind of done doing that. I'm done like just being so unforgiving with myself as well, and bringing that forgiveness to me, because though no one's perfect, everybody makes mistakes, and only when you make mistakes do you actually do something better in the future. So that's that. Number 11, doubting myself. There are so many things that we all want to do, right? Like for me, finding joy pictures is something I'm doing right now. Music, there's another little project that I'm working on. So that the doubts come, of course. Arey, ye meko bhav nahi de raha is event pe. Arey, this, you know, maybe this doesn't work out, whatever. And I've realized that that voice is just very insistent, persistent, and उसको चप चप करने दो, but उसको सुनने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, basically. So the doubt still come, but I'm just choosing to not listen to it as much anymore, which also ties into being patient, being consistent, because slow and steady, जब आप चलते रहते हो तो you know your confidence also increases a lot. Number 12 is being jhalla. Like, this was just a thing, and I would not make an effort to look presentable on days that I was not shooting. I would go all out on the shoot days and then be completely like bleh on the other days. Like, I would not even comb my hair, chappal pehen ke bahar chali gayi, just very jhalla. And I would actually not like that about myself at all. I would just not like how it felt. So last 2 years I've really been pushing myself to put in effort in my appearance every day, wear some jewelry, put some makeup on, do my hair. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy like full glam obviously, but like some effort, and like wear a nice outfit. And that has improved my confidence and how much respect I have for myself so much, because I'm respecting myself on an everyday basis to spend 10 minutes in how I look and how I am treating myself. And it just helps so much. Like, the makeup and hair, jewelry, like I'm just enjoying that part, and this is also my feminine side, so really leaning into that. Last one is forcing outcomes. This is a really important one. I've read so many books about how you've got to be easy if you're manifesting something. If you really want something, be easy. Don't have a like tight grip on your goals. Don't have a tight grip on like controlling everything. And this is something I would do as well. Like say if I set a goal and I feel like अरे काफ़ी दिनों से मैंने action नहीं लिया तो मैं पागल हो जाऊँगी, सारे action points कर लिए, but ठीक है भाई, नहीं action लिया तो नहीं action लिया, it's okay. Like nothing has to be perfect week on week or day on day. And just being relaxed and easy with what you want, I've actually seen results with this. Like examples I gave you of things that have gone beautifully this year have been a result of that. And I know like for anything to work out, anything to go smoothly, you just gotta be chill with it. You just gotta have like trust in yourself, trust in the universe, and just keep going slowly. Yeah guys, that's it. These are all of my points for things I left behind in my 20s and things that I'm obviously working on, because we're not perfectionists anymore. So that's it. If you like this video, please subscribe and go check out my song Mai Aur Tum on all platforms and use it to make reels, and of course stay tuned for videos every week on YouTube, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
मैं और तुम